Good morning, everyone. Circal. Today, we are celebrating 6 years and 2,500 videos making videos on this channel. Starting back with ancient cave videos, and has evolved over time, figured out what worked and what didn't a little bit better. This last year has been pretty big for me. Nothing like earth-shattering. We're still a small channel, but our subscriber count has more than doubled, and view count has increased significantly. So I appreciate all of you that are here, that are watching these videos. I appreciate that you're being a part of this. I do this partially because it's a way for me to like get this off my chest, to express this, but it's also because I know people are watching. And so I just want to take a moment and say I appreciate all of the comments, all the likes, all the views, all the little messages saying, hey, I liked this video. I wasn't expecting as many people to watch these videos as do, and it means a lot to me. It always gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling. So, whether you've watched every video, or you just watch your favorites, or anything in between, thank you, thank you, thank you. Today, to celebrate, I'm going after one of my white wings. I have tried and failed to play Castlevania on this channel a couple times. I got my butt kicked by Castlevania 3 and Super Castlevania. So today, I'm gonna beat Castlevania, the original Castlevania for NES. And we're gonna do it because 1, I think I can, and 2, because I actually edit my videos a little bit now, so I can like cut down as much of it as I need to get down to a reasonable video. So I hope you enjoy. Let's go ahead and restart and get into it. Okay. So we start out with the classic intro, walking to the castle. This part's really straightforward. The whole first level is pretty straightforward, honestly. Get hearts. Get the holy water, which we're hopefully going to hold on to for as long as possible here. The holy water isn't the easiest weapon to use, but it's very powerful. Now, part of the reason that Castlevania has a reputation... Okay, most of the reason Castlevania has a reputation as such a hard game, and this Castlevania, or like the old Castlevanias in particular, are the extremely stiff movement, Namely, so there's a brief gap between when you press the whip attack and when it actually comes out. So you do have to lead your attacks a little bit, which is definitely not an intuitive thing. The other thing is the air control, or lack thereof. So when you jump, if you are jumping up, you are jumping up. That is not what I wanted to do. Crap. I mean, it'll work. It's actually good against this boss. There we go. So yeah, basically, if you jump straight up, it... Yeah, anyway. On to stage 2. Okay, on to stage 2. Right off the bat in stage 2, we're getting the cross, because I accidentally picked up the axe. Cross is probably the most effective weapon in the game. The holy water is very good, but it's very hard to aim. Whereas the cross has range, and it comes back. So this is a good opportunity to talk about momentum. So I started talking a little bit earlier about jumps. One of the big things in this game that makes it hard to play is the way jumps work. The fact that jumps only work off momentum, and the fact that you take knockback whenever you get hit. I think at this point we're just gonna run. Running feels good. So, if you jump up, you jump up in place. I'm tapping left and right as I'm jumping here, and it's not doing anything. To jump forward, you have to be already moving forward. And to jump backwards is a pretty specific input. There we go. You basically have to hit jump right as you are moving, and yeah. And then the other piece with that is, like I was saying, the momentum. So the momentum is, by the way, that missing 3 times trying to hit that candle is a great example of what I was talking about with the whip coming out a second later. You have to, like, hit the button right as you are... I hate everything. I mean, maybe we'll get a holy water. I would have been okay with 2 crosses. I'm sorry. So these type of platforms are really tricky because if there are enemies coming at you, the window for how to deal with them is very small. And as you noticed with when we got hit by the Medusas earlier, if you get hit, you move. In fact, you specifically move backwards from the direction you're facing. The speedruns of this game actually take advantage of that in really neat ways to, like, have enemies knock you into different items and stuff. So these are instant death. We're going to just walk by them and not try and get that candle. I did get that first candle because I know it is a holy water. And that's better than nothing. Oh, hey, that works. Okay, so we should be able to lock out the boss if we can get to her in one go. So holy water, I've talked about how good it is, but I haven't actually talked about what it does. That's what it does. It creates a small fire on the ground. And it stuns enemies. It also stuns bosses. Okay, stage 3. So, stage 3, we're getting into some of the harder sections here. There's the flea men, who are really obnoxious. The Hammer Brother skeletons, who have semi-random movement and throw projectiles at an arc. And we have more platforming, and this is some of the first actual platforming sections in the game. That's not what I was trying to do, but we'll take it. So the big trick with this level, and honestly with a lot of the levels going forward, is to try and take out everything as it comes on the screen, rather than letting it, like, fester, I guess is a good way to put it. So when we're dealing with the fleamen, instead of running to get past them, you deal with the one that's on the screen before you leave. The main time that this gets hard is if the enemies start ganging up. Oh, that was really close. That shot again really quick. I am absolutely terrified right now because of how low our health is. But I think we'll be okay. So, one of the big problems with this stage is that there aren't any health items during the stage. There's one at the beginning, and there's one at the end, and that's it. I think there's one more skull dragon here. We're gonna be patient and get the health. That's very low health. There we go. 3 stages down. Now on to my nemesis. Because, goddamn, I hate level 4. Okay, so level 4 is miserable. because of this. It is low-flying bats with moving platforms, and that is a lot of it. It is randomly jumping fishmen. It is platforms that will knock you off if you're not ducking, which means that you have very, very limited ability to deal with said fishmen and bats because you have to be ducking. And I got lucky. I'm not going to say that that went well, I'm going to say I got lucky. Now the worst part with this is that this is a stairway. Oh, never mind, it is a stage change. Okay, we're good. Let's see if I can land these hits. Okay, this is what I was talking about. If these guys piling up are a problem, you have to hit them as they come down, or you are going to get wrecked. Keep moving forward, otherwise they just keep piling up. And actually that's a problem. We just want to walk by him, and that'll get us to the next stage. Stages are checkpoints, by the way. I don't think I ever explained that part. Trying to be very careful here about not picking up bad items and not scrolling enemies onto the screen too early, because this guy is really mean. And that's a heart. I don't think there's anything I can do. Okay. Whew. That is way better than I did during my practice run, and that's why I did a practice run. Okay, now we're on to stage 5. I think the big thing with stage 5 is, unlike stage 4, which is lots of platforming challenge, this one is the damage. This game, the damage ramps up every time you progress to a new level. And this is the big point where it breaks off. You can see we got hit like twice, and we're almost, and we are literally halfway dead. And I'm not sure where the meat is, so I'm going to just be liberal in my searches. Also going to be liberal with my item use, because this is terrifying. That would be the first red skeleton. So those guys keep getting back up. You can't permanently kill them. Guessing that's meat. Yep. Wall meat, go! Okay. That is not what I was trying to do. So this is actually a weird thing where we're getting into a problem with the NES, specifically. Actually, a couple problems with the NES. The first thing is, this enemy is only partially on screen right now, which means we're only able to hit him every few frames. The second thing is the NES has limited controls. That means holding up is how you start going up the stairs, as well as how you throw your holy water. So when I was at the bottom of the screen, I was trying to throw a holy water at the same time, and it was not working. This is deceptively straightforward, which makes me nervous. I'm also not sure where I'm going. Is this a one-screen room? Okay, it does scroll to the side. There we go. Okay. That was not meat. And is this the boss already? Okay. As far as I say, I am absolutely terrified of this boss because I know if it gets away from me, we're just toast. Come on, come back. Hey, doors are gonna be a checkpoint, so at the very worst, if when we die now... I definitely can afford to use all the holy water. Okay. This is terrifying. Okay. You know what? Getting this far before a first death is pretty... I'm okay with that. That means we lost our holy water, our triple shot, all of our health, or all of our hearts, rather. So we had 60 hearts. Okay, and that means that this is going to be a little bit more challenging. Actually, that means this is going to be a lot more challenging, because that means I don't have holy water for death. Okay. I am absolutely terrified again. This is the actual boss here. We have double and cross. That's better than nothing. Okay. Yeah. I need to do better against these basic enemies. Like, that was not okay. To take half our health already. Against what should be a really straightforward enemy. Like, yeah. I mean, we end up only down 2 health, but we need to be going into this with, like, full health. Not getting the double there is a huge Okay, good. I was about to say. That actually is a slight problem. That means we're not going to get the triple here. I mean, that should be fine. I am kind of upset with myself for not having the holy water still, because with the holy water and the triple, you can literally lock him down, and we were real close. I'm still really happy with how I'm doing in this stage. Like, this is not a stage that I've played the first 3 stages of this game a lot. Because the 4th stage is where I usually get blocked out. Once again, move forward, or take one enemy out before you move forward. I really am trying to apply that to this boss to the best of my ability. It's like, take out the sides before he throws more. But I don't feel like I can get damage in that way. Don't even need the meat. Yeah. Everything in this game does static damage. That's actually one of the big things that I found interesting learning more about this is the damage you take is not determined by the enemies, it's determined by the stage. And that's every enemy in the stage does a set amount of damage. So in this case, in level 5, everything does 4 damage. I think pretty much for the rest of the game. This is like the top cap. Fortunately, we're already down to half health. Unfortunately, we're down to quarter health. For dumb reasons. So I will say, this has always been one of my problems with the Castlevania games, is losing your sub-weapon. Basically, taking a death becomes so much more painful, because you have to get your whip back, you have to re-get all of your upgrades. I mean, it's the same thing as a lot of early games. I know that. Like, it's the same reason that Gradius and Life Force are such a pain, and Contra. Because, like in this case, you literally just can't get the item again for a while. The hearts actually matter here, so... And if it's just Medusas, I can avoid them. He said as he got hit. That I shouldn't have even said anything. Okay. Okay. I'm still pretty happy with getting this far in one go. That's the first continue. I didn't take any deaths until level 5. When you continue in this game, it does bring you back to the beginning of the level, so we will be starting at the beginning of stage 5 again with nothing. The nice thing with this, however, is that does give us a chance to recollect power-ups as we're going. So if I can come across holy water, we can cheese death. Okay. Not sure why it's giving me the double right there. Same thing was happening. Okay, there we go. So now we just need to get all the way to that last checkpoint without dying. I'm sure that'll be doable. Or at least not dying after this first checkpoint, because we should be able to pick that up every time we go to the first checkpoint. Which currently is looking like a valid thing, because we're probably gonna die before we actually get off this screen. Yeah. Did much better last time. That is not what I was trying to do, and I'm slightly mad at the game right now. We're fighting. Castlevania and I are fighting. I was trying to duck. This is again that same thing of the buttons do more than one thing. I was trying to duck, and the response from the game was to take me down the stairs, which also turned me around. I was trying to duck and whip straight out, and instead I went down the stairs, turned around, and whipped the wrong way. Is there wall meat here? There is. Okay. If there wasn't, I was considering taking an intentional death just to keep the holy water, because I knew we were close to a save point. Okay. We're a third of the way through. Not what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. So he stays at a certain distance on the screen away from you. So if you move back like that, he will walk into the holy water, which is what I was doing there at the end. When it actually worked. I am still absolutely terrified right now, and I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna end up screwed again and having to fight with the boomerang. I'm not sure where we took 2 damage along the way, but we did. You know what? I'm gonna take the continue instead of trying to get through this. We're gonna just take the continue. Okay, let's see if this time goes better. So far, mediocre. Mostly just because we're down to half health again already. I'd really like to get out of that first room without just getting wrecked. But it feels like it's just not in the cards. So, lured that guy all the way over. That seems like a good plan for this. Points actually do matter to an extent. Because they're extra lives, so point bags are still worth picking up. Although I don't really want extra lives, I just want to get this in one shot. Which is probably greedy, but you know. We do what we can. We do what we must because we can, even. Okay. I mean, that's another way to deal with that guy, I suppose. Okay, let's see if we can take this guy out using, or by luring him into the holy water. Just 2. Yeah, holy water does a number on those guys. Pretty much any of the slower enemies or enemies with big hitboxes. Well, I kind of feel like that's almost instant death at this point. Like, accidentally picking up the wrong sub-weapon. It's like a death unto itself. You know, maybe the axe will magically be good. It seems like it's actually decent against these guys. Like, it's actually cutting through those armor guys pretty quick. I'm very surprised at that. Let's let's try it. Instead of the boomerang? I mean, yeah. If it's actually working, let's try it. Maybe this was fate. Am I insane for this? Probably. But fate. Oh my gosh, that actually almost worked. Like, that actually worked better than the boomerang has. That's the lowest I've gotten him. Yeah. That last hit was intentional. That could be slightly problematic. It'll still be at... Yeah, that puts us at 1 hit under. Actually, that's the same. I just realized. Okay, yeah, no point. This is gonna be miracle territory at this point, but we'll try. This is gonna be montage at this point anyway. So we accidentally got a glitch right there. There is a glitch that if you whip while you are taking damage, that you can do significantly more damage. Some of the speedruns use this against certain bosses. I believe the last boss specifically, to cut down the time it takes, because if you get hit as you take a hit, you just can completely wreck him. That's not what I wanted. This... yeah. That's the best I've done. Okay. Let's do this. Yes! Okay. We're in the home stretch.